Welcome back to IntyCenter, everybody, and another whip around Fiduse. We'll start this week with a game that's scoreless through 9 innings as Dean Chance and Toad Ramsey each shut out the opposition. But since this isn't soccer, most of you saying amen to that, and we have to have a winner, we went to extras to see if anybody could score. With 1 out in the 10th, Johnny Bench hits a solo homer off Ramsey for the first run of the game. New Steel Tiger Cranes manager Ron Washington calls upon Joe Sambito to close it out, and he would not do so. Lou Boudreau singles to open the inning. Snuffy, Sternweiss, and Yui from the boys each get 1 out singles to load the bases. Mickey Cochrane draws a walk to tie the game at 1, but Sambito does get Byron Buxton to hit into a 6-2-3 double play, sending us to the 11th. Neither team would score there, but in the 12th, Johnny Bench hits his second extra inning homer of the game. 2 homers in extra inning in the same game. Could the Tiger Cranes hold on to the lead this time? Nope. Byron Buxton answers with a 2-run homer of his own, and we go to the 13th. Kirby Yates on to pitch. He gives up singles to Ralph Garr and Ichiro to open the inning. He gets a 4-6 3-0 play from Mike Young. Why in the hell is Mike Young still playing, by the way? Joe Morgan gets intentionally walked, and, well, you almost always pay for the intentional walk. This time, Buddy Bell, yes, Buddy Bell makes him pay, doubling. He scores Garr and Morgan. In the bottom of the 12th, I start to question if this fucking game would ever actually end. As Boudreau reaches on an error with 2 outs, Joe Cronin singles, but Ali Reynolds struck out the pinch-hitting Darren Erstad to finally end the 4-hour game. Dean Chance, no decision despite 9 innings pitched, no runs allowed, 7 hits, 2 walks. Toad Ramsey, a no decision after 10 innings pitched, 1 run allowed, 5 hits, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. Extra innings, but not quite as much drama in San Francisco. Gavi Kravith hits a 2-run, 1-out homer off Kurt Schilling on the top of the 11th. Rob Dibble converts the save with 3 groundouts in the bottom of the 11th, and the Orange Barrels take the opening game of their series against the Demon Bags. We get some extra inning drama for Sithy and Gales of November. Brian Wilson blows the save. He gives up 3 runs in the top of the 9th to put the Gales up 6-5 with a 2-run single from Duke Snyder helping the cause. But Joe Nathan turns around and blows a save in the bottom of the 9th. Earl Averill gets a 2-out game-tying RBI single. Bruce Sutter would give up a 1-out single to Rod Carew, but retire Dobie Moore for the 2nd out. As we're now talking about extra innings. Then Bruce Sutter forgets what a strike zone is. He walks Lou Whitaker. He walks Wade Boggs. That loads the bases. Then he walks Babe Ruth to walk it off via the walk. Mickey Mantle, he hits 3 doubles, but it's not enough to break the bandwagoners' losing streak. Rod Beck blows the save. They lose their 20th in a row. Leroy Matlock only goes 4 innings. He gives up 6 runs on 7 hits. Dick Allen with 3 hits and 5 RBI for the Enhancers. They take it 11-8. On to May 11th, and what might have been my game of the week had Heels not broken his 20-game losing streak that same day. Al Spalding and Grasshopper Jim Whitney tossing lightning as they duel in a classic. Whitney goes 8 innings. He gives up 1 run. Believe it or not, the only run he gave up was an RBI single from Spalding himself in the 8th. He scatters 5 hits, but Spalding, in addition to that RBI single, tosses the complete game shutout 3-hitter. Grasshopper Jim, our hard luck losers. The Barrels take it with my favorite baseball score, 1-0. How about the Pilots? They get 3 in the 9th, including a 2-run triple from Ketel Marte. They stun Game of Throws. They take it 4-2, but turnabout is fair play. And in the series finale, it's the Throws stunning the Pilots. The Kings of the North score 4 in the bottom of the 7th to tie it. Tying run coming with 2 outs when Alex Bregman scored on a Steve Carlton wild pitch. In the 8th, Reggie Jackson plates the go-ahead run with an RBI single off Noah Syndergaard. Aroldis Chapman creates his own jam and works his way out of it. He gets the save, and the Game of Throws takes the win. Amazings. They get a win in the most iconic way possible. A team from Queens can do something. They got an error from the other team's first baseman. With 2 outs in the 9th, Miguel Cabrera misplays a grounder from Buster Posey, and Ty Cobb scores the winning run. Family Madrigal, they take 2 out of 3 from a shack of their own. They win the rubber match thanks to 3 hits and 3 RBI from who else? Jose, the GOAT, Jose Ramirez. Demon Bags, they get a complete game shutout from Charlie Bender, helps them avoid getting swept by the Barrels. Al Rosen and Yaz each homer, they get a 4-0 win. Now, after losing 20 in a row, could the Bandwagoners win 2 in a row? Well, yes, they can. Kenny Lofton had 4 hits. Jeff Kent had 3 RBI. Max Scherzer allowed 2 runs in a 5-inning start. The Bandwagoners take it 9-3. Then a 6-run 6th featuring a Sandy Alomar 3-run homer and a Mickey Mantle 2-run homer, and a 5-run 7th featuring a Jeff Kent 2-run triple gave the Bandwagoners an 11-6 win, their 3rd straight win. Not only do they snap the losing streak this week, they clinch a non-losing week. Mantle with 3 hits and 4 RBI in that game. Amazings. They get another win. It's via walk-off, and it's also via error. You cannot make this up. Somebody get Jason Stark on the phone to cover this one. This time it comes in the 11th inning. This time it's a Keith Hernandez ground ball. It's misplayed by, well, I'm not going to tell you who misplayed it because I do not speak poorly of this particular player on IntyCenter or anywhere else. Elsewhere, Jose Mesa gives up a late game sac fly to a fish. Is this game trying to trigger me? It was an extra inning walk-off for Let's Play 2 as Mike Trout hit a fly ball in the 11th to score Paul Molitor and get the win for Let's Play 2. Satchel Paige was so good, his team didn't need a walk-off error in this one. Nope. Instead, they got a good old-fashioned walk-off without an error. Paige tosses 8 innings of 4-hit ball. He gives up 2 runs. He strikes out 7. Charlie Gehringer drives in his 3rd run of the game with the last swing of the game. It's a single that scores Joey Votto. Amazings take it 4-3. Can I interest anybody in a 16-inning thriller? Because we got one in Dayton. The Baby Yodas jump out to a 3-run lead in the top of the 1st on a bases-loaded double from Mickey Cochrane. The Orange Barrels get a 3-run homer from Hanley Ramirez in the 3rd. And then nobody scores again until the 16th inning. That's when Rogers Hornsby, no doubt being inspired by Tyra Banks, hits a sac fly to score. Wait, this can't be right. Let me check my notes. Yep, the sac fly scores Rob Dibble. It's an unearned run. The Barrels take it 4-3. The game sees each team use 5 pitchers. Cynthia Vostenard, they hit 4 homers, but not much else as they fall to Let's Play 2, 12-5. Carlton Fisk, Babe Ruth, Wade Boggs, Dobie Moore, they each homer, but it doesn't matter as Hilton Smith craps the bed. His first terrible start of the season. He goes just 3 1/3. He gives up 7 runs on 8 hits. Hank Aaron with 4 hits. Yogi Berra with 3 RBI for Let's Play 2. Joe Kelly hits a walk-off 3-run homer off Zach Britton. Stone Temple, Seattle Pilots, stunned performance enhancers. They get the 6-3 win to end their week with a smile. Rogers Hornsby, who I can't believe hasn't really been playing so far this year, delivers another walk-off winner. This time, a grand slam homer to walk it off. He sends the last pitch of the game 372 feet. He goes around the bases doing a perfect runway model impression as the crowd in Dayton erupts and waves back at him. The Barrels top the Baby Yodas 11-7. Last one we're going to recap, and maybe you can figure out how I spent my morning based on this one. But it was a roller coaster of a game worthy of being sent to Sandusky and standing up on the shores of Lake Erie between Game of Thrones and Gales of November. You might call this game a gem, but I call it a Gemini. Down 1-0 heading into the 8th, Game of Thrones. They found their Millennium Force, tying the game with a single from Dave Parker, taking the lead when Jocko Milligan scores on a wild pitch. But Gales of November fought back, proving to be a true maverick. They tie the game in the bottom of the 8th on a Josh Gibson RBI single. Only for Game of Thrones to show their steel vengeance in the 9th. They take the lead on a triple from Tim Raines and a single from Pedro Guerrero. But Gales of November, they've got the heart of a Raptor. They get an RBI double from Bullet Rogan. They tie it at 3. They send it to extra innings, but the team of Dragons finds their Iron Dragon in the 10th. Reggie Jackson hit a pinch hit solo homer. Dennis Eckersley was the Magnum XL. He gets the save. He's a gatekeeper. He retires Duke Snyder with 2 on and 2 out. And that is just a crazy game. Do yourself, go in and read the full recap of that one. Look at the win probability chart. It was incredible. That's going to do it for this week on IntyCenter. We'll see you again next time for another look around the deuce.